Welcome. Welcome to another episode of the On God Podcast. It's me, your host, Reggie. Hopefully everybody is out there listening, is doing well and shit. I appreciate you checking me out, listening and stuff. So let's get into it. I wanted to start the show off with this talking about this one thing that I heard in this song, this Coachy song, 100 Smackaronis, and it just reminded me. Well, it didn't remind me, but he said, "Ain't no wrong with staying with your parents," and I was like, I feel that, because there's nothing wrong with staying home with your parents. And shout out to Coachies. And I want to talk about that because I noticed that it's kind of like an epidemic now, where it's a lot of people having to stay at home with their parents just due to everything being so high, and that kind of being like the most affordable, logical option. And just due to how it is now, especially today, everything being so expensive, it's like now you gotta look around and it's like, yeah, maybe staying home with the fam ain't, a bad idea. And it's crazy because the older you get, the more it just gets a little awkward. And it's just due to everything being so high. Like, it's a problem when you got like a lot of people talking about it, especially on social media and stuff. That means it's definitely becoming a more obvious problem. And it's crazy because like I have friends and shit, just like they'll graduate college. Like, there's motherfuckers with like whole ass bachelor degrees and master's degrees graduating shit, and they still, like, due to circumstances, just have to go back home and stay with their family and shit. And it's like, what I realize is it's nothing more so what you do. Like, you could do everything right, like graduate school and shit. You could still find yourself having to go back home just because it's the most affordable option, just because everything is just so high nowadays. And like, I feel like people in my generation, like my age, 25 and shit, it's like almost non-existent, for us to like get a house. Like, a lot of people, it's really hard to get an apartment too, but now this is like with the housing market now, it's kind of like non-existent. Like, affordable housing is kind of like a joke. It's so high, everything is so high, and it's crazy, man. Like, everything has gone up from like back in the day, like when our grandparents could get a house, from now, but the pay, like, everything has increased but the pay, and that's definitely a problem. And I saw this TikTok, and I thought it like definitely just like really represented what we talking about right now. Let me make sure. Got it. Okay, I don't want to hear that. Damn it. Gotta fix the sound. That shit, bitch. I just said that. Oh, Lord. But yeah, basically, it says your mom keep telling you how she moved out and been on her own since she was 16, but rent was 25 cents. I think that's definitely applicable to what we saying, because you can't find no rent like that back in now. But yeah, back in the day, like maybe when our parents was finding shit, it was definitely far cheaper, like kind of reasonable, sort of affordable type of shit. Now it's so high, like rent for, like, especially in that like places like Georgia. I'm realizing like Georgia is not cheap anymore. Georgia is becoming one of them states where the housing and just living and the cost of living in Georgia is starting to get high, especially in Atlanta. I know a lot of people in Atlanta can relate, because Atlanta is getting high. Like, Atlanta's not, like, Atlanta's expensive. Like, I feel like whenever you go to Atlanta, you're gonna have to spend money. Like, just be prepared to spend money. Like, it's just the way the city's built. Like, it's so, Atlanta is becoming really expensive. Maybe I don't know. I feel like other people can relate, but Georgia's definitely getting higher in the states. Like, because it is the South, and people look at the South as like one of the cheaper states to live. But now Georgia is one of them states where it's kind of getting higher, and it's crazy. But yeah, back in the day, I think Georgia was one of them cheaper states. Getting a house and shit was not out of the question. Now it's like people my age and shit is so fucked up, and it's crazy because our parents and older, they know how easy it was compared to today, and you know how the cost and shit has gone, and it's almost like kind of it's really hard for us to get our own place because let's be real, like we don't want to, like best case scenario we would want our own apartment or house. Like we don't really want to stay with our family, like let's be real, because a lot of people's families, some people have abusive family members, parents and shit. It's not like not everybody has that real supportive loving household and shit. You got a lot of people with some unpleasant family members, some really abusive, some, so this is like you gotta understand, like they don't want to stay there any more than they have to. They would really love to have their own place. It's just shit is just so expensive, so high, and it's not really affordable. And a lot of times, which is crazy, a lot of these people have jobs, like a lot of times these people are working. It's just that even with the job they have, it's still just kind of not affordable to have their own place, and that's a problem. That's definitely a problem. Just in the system we have, where everything is so high, but the pay, because nobody has like a livable pay, we can't afford to get our own shits, like places and shit. And that's another problem why so many things, like it's just like a cycle now, where you just got to make sure you make enough money to pay the bills and shit that's gone up, the bills, the house note, the mortgage, or whatever the fuck it's called. Everything has gone up, so now people are just scrounging enough to get by, and it's just that every month, and that can definitely be straining on the head. Like that's very stressful. And another thing is like it messes up dating too. Like when you living with your family or your parents and shit, like it's hard to, it's not hard to date, but it definitely is a challenge. It imposes challenges, because depending on the type of household you're living in, you might have a curfew even if you are of age. Like you could be 21 to 23 and still have a curfew just because that in the household you live in. And that's like, that kind of fucks up shit, because you be feeling like, oh, I'm grown, like why the fuck do I have to, but at the same time you living in a house. But again, it goes back to what I'm saying, these people don't be wanting to stay with their fucking families and shit. They want their own place. But I feel it's fucking frustrating, because I feel like a lot of people my age, we want our own place. We don't want to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like we love our family, but we would love our own place. But the fact that like my generation younger, and it's not like people my age don't have their own place. Let's say I get it twisted. There's a lot of people my age that got their own place, and shout out to them. But I feel like the average person, because you know there are always going to be outliers. There are plenty like 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds and shit with their own house, apartment and shit. Salute to y'all. But again, I feel like those are outliers. Like the average 20 to 25, 26, 27, because there's a lot of like 30-year-olds that have to stay with their parents and shit. It's crazy. It was an article I had read. It was like it's been like a 9% increase of like people having to stay at home, like in this age group that I'm talking about, since like whatever. Basically, it's been a substantial increase, and it's mostly because it's just like finances and how everything is right now. But yeah, I can see how it messes up dating when you have to sneak people over, or having to come home at a certain time when you out. That shit, because yeah, speaking from experience, that shit is lame, especially on the other side too. Like I had an ex, she had strict parents, and I just learned my lesson. Like when it comes to dating people with strict parents, I try to avoid them, because it's like you can't really get the full freedom of being with them, kinda, you know what I'm saying? Like the time with them is very limited. And the crazy part is we live literally down the street from each other. So I'm thinking, oh, we should be able to see each other all the time. Wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, there had to be curfews. There had to be times where she couldn't come out and shit. Like, she had them type of parents. Like, where you going? Well, you need to be back here this time type of parents. And just from my perspective, that shit get annoying. That shit got old quick. And I definitely felt like it imposed on the relationship. Because it's like, damn, I can't even fucking see my girlfriend. What the fuck? And it's like, I can't be mad at her. And I wasn't mad at her. I was more upset with the parents. Like, what the fuck? Y'all blocking my way to the, you know what I'm saying? The coochie. I'm trying to get to my girlfriend and shit, and I can't. Y'all cock blocking. Yeah. Staying at home with the parents, depending on the household, can definitely fuck up dating. I can see. Because you can't, like, compare it to having your own place. You can just bring them to your place. Not saying that you would do that, but you have the option to. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thinking. But yeah, I feel like the solution with this would just be like, we need more affordable housing. Like, and we need to change the way pay and the labor system and how people are paid. We need to change that as well. We shouldn't have people having to scrunch money up every fucking month just to get by, just to survive, just to live. We should have people with affordable living and affordable housing. And I think that would help the problem with homelessness too, because there's the number of homelessness in this country is fucking insane, bro. And the fact that so many people are on the verge of homelessness in this country is also insane. And it's crazy because our country just don't give a fuck. When I say this country, I mean the government and the people. Like, a lot of people don't give a fuck. As long as it's not happening to them, you know what I'm saying? And the government could care fucking less, because what is their plan to attack homelessness? I feel like this is one of them go get a job nigga type of things. When it's more so like, look at the jobs. I hate the type of people who just think, oh, you need to get a job and work, where you gotta look at the jobs and look at how much these jobs are paying and how much these jobs are demanding of labor with the type of pay they are giving. The pay and the labor they are expecting isn't equal. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. And the output, because people are having to spend more than they are getting in. When you have to spend more on utilities, the car note, bills and house insurance, health insurance, you got to pay all these things, but you're only getting paid this much. People are having to you know what I'm saying? Like, it gets old. So yeah, we need affordable housing and affordable living pay, man. And it's crazy, man. I sound like a fucking broken record. I don't know what I'd probably be labeled as, man. It's just like, when I look at these type of things, it's kind of like you label the problem as capitalism, right? And you give a possible solution, and people want to label you as these things, where I just see it as like, people need help. People should not be having to live like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is a better way. The only problem is the better way don't bring in money. It's not profitable. That's why I don't think these solutions would be happening anytime soon, because it's not fucking profitable. You gotta think about all the people who would lose money if these type of things was to happen. Like, affordable housing. You gotta think about all the motherfuckers like who build houses, who build tiles, walls, carpentry, contractors, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, all these industries and businesses who would take a dip in profits in order to make people have more house. You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to see the bottom line get shrinked at all. They want to keep this system flowing. If some people got to be on homeless, if some people got to live at home, you got to be what it got to be. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. It's just one of them byproducts of their, like, you know what I'm saying? One of them shits where they don't really care. It's just the system. And I don't want to sound like that conspiracy theorist type of motherfucker, bro. It's just, I feel like it's just simple logic. I feel like I ain't saying shit, nothing new. I feel like a lot of people already know this. I ain't really trying to teach niggas shit. This ain't nothing new. It's just like, I feel like when I speak on these things, I just want more people to know, spread the word type shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to anger nobody. It's just more so just speaking on the topic. But it is a frustrating topic, cause I shouldn't. It sucks when you have friends and shit. You would want to go to their own place. Like, I'm at the age where I would want me and my friends to have their own place, and we have things and get-togethers. But we still stuck with our fucking family members. And you would think, damn, what are we doing wrong? And it's like I said earlier, you could do everything right. You still could be at home with your parents. It's nothing you did wrong in your life. It's more so the system. I keep saying this. I sound like a fucking conspiracy theory. It's the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the system we're in, the capitalism, that's where everything's so high and shit. That's fucking us up, not us. But it be like that, man. It be like that. But I definitely want to talk about that. Get that off my chest. You know what I'm saying? Alright. So I saw this TikTok, and that was funny. I'm gonna just play it.
These men out here done lost their fucking minds. How you gonna tell somebody, you fine, let me get your Instagram, I'm gonna talk to you, da da da. And I say, okay, buy me a hot dog from the corner lady. He gonna say, you wildin'. You can't buy me a hot dog, but you wanna talk to me? Bye.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, damn, I gotta buy a fucking hot dog just to get to know you. Like, when I first thought, I was like, damn, that's fucking insane. That's fucking insane. Like, you can see why a lot of men would be upset. I try to get both sides though. It's like, I can see it as like a woman. It's like you kind of figuring out what type of dude you want, and if that's the type of dude you like. Meaning, like, if you know you like dudes who gonna buy you something right away, and you do that, and he ain't doing it, that means, I guess, that's not the type of dude for you. So I can see it. And she basically said that. She was like, y'all done lost your mind. But it's like, have men really lost their mind? Because on a men's perspective, it's like, damn, I literally just met you, and you already asked me to buy you shit. I would see that as a huge red flag for me, personally. I ain't just met you, bro. I'm trying to get to know you. You could easily be like, nah, I'm good. Don't ask me to buy you shit, nigga. You could easily be like, nah, I don't want to get to know you. But don't lead me on thinking I'm going to further get to know you after I buy you this damn hot dog. And it's more so about the fucking just the actions behind it. It ain't even about the money. Because a lot of times women be thinking men are broke because they don't want to spend shit on certain shit. It's not that. And let's be honest, a lot of you dudes, y'all be broke. But it's more so men, I feel like a lot of more men are just smart with their money, and they see the investment. If I do this or I spend this, how would it benefit me? How will it lead me forward to what I want? And a lot of times they be looking forward and they don't see that spending money on this shit would not be a good investment. So it's not being broke, it's just being smart with your money. And a lot of women get that confused. Like, they'll take a man not spending money on them as them being broke. Again, some dudes do be broke, but a lot of times men don't be broke. They just don't want to spend money on you, ladies. That's the real truth. Like, if you got a hard time with a dude spending, because let's be honest, from a man, I can't speak for every man. If a man likes you, he will not hesitate to spend money on you. That's some real shit. Like, if a dude likes you, and you can tell too, ladies, when a dude likes you, he will spend money on you if he likes you. So if you dealing with a dude who real stingy with his money or hesitant and shit, it may be signs that he don't like you like that. But when we talking about in the beginning stages, like what we was talking about, like when I just meet you, like I just met you, I ain't got your name yet. Like, can I get your name first? And you already asked me to buy you some shit, red flag. Or even in the beginning stages, like we talking for like a week or two, and you asking for some money for your nails or hair or some shit, I'm gonna be like, bro, we just now getting to know each other. You could literally ghost me at any time. You could ghost me after I send the money. You could do it. Who knows? So nah, like, let me get to know you a little more. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know. But you do have men out there, they don't give a fuck. They'll spend money as soon as they meet you, type shit. And that's kind of like, I feel like for both sides, men and women, you gotta realize what kind of person you want in the tax bracket when it comes to spending money and shit. Like, for women, if you know you like a dude, if you know you don't care for dudes spending money on you like that, there are a lot of dudes that will like you. But if you know as a woman you like dudes you like dudes to spend money on you, you want them to buy you shit, you want them to pay your bills, you want them, I'm not going 50-50 with a man type shit, ain't no wrong with that, because there are a lot of men out here who don't mind that shit. So what you should do is fuck those men. Make sure to look for those men. Because if you out here fucking broke dudes just dudes that don't want to spend money on you, I mean, whose problem is that? There's a lot of dudes out here that don't mind spending money on women. They really don't. Especially if they like you. If they like you, it's no problem. You should go fuck them. And it's vice versa, men. If you know you ain't really trying to spend money on a woman, there's so many women who don't give a fuck. But if you trying to fuck with a woman you can't fuck with a woman who you know she gonna ask for some shit. You need to pay my hair, my nails, pay for something. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be fucking with those women. You just fuck with I don't want to say low maintenance women, because even low maintenance women are expensive. I just feel like, in theory, women are expensive, no matter the type of women you fucking with. And I'm not trying to be misogynistic or anything. That's just my perspective on it. As a man who dates women, you are going to have to spend money on women, whether it be direct or indirect. That's just my theory, though. I feel like you're going to spend money on women. Just whether you're sending her money or buying her food or getting gas to get her, pick her up, drop her off, or taking her on trips or buying her a bag or pay for her hair, you're going to be spending money. It costs to be with a woman. It does. Buying food for groceries, paying for the Netflix to keep her entertained, like, it costs to be with a woman. That's just how I look at it, though. I feel like as a man, you gotta realize that and buckle up. That's just how I look at it. Cause you got some men that's like, no, I don't have to spend shit on a woman. And there's a lot of men who don't have to spend shit on a woman, and they get by. Sometimes they be some of the most they be some of the men with the most hoes, the ones that don't spend nothing. More power to you. But I just like, when the average man, I just feel like you gonna have to spend some type of money. Again, whether it's indirectly or directly, it just costs money to be with a woman. That's just how I look at it. Women are expensive, bro. That's what I've realized. It's like, just being with a woman is expensive. And I'm not saying men aren't expensive. Maybe they are. Like, I feel like I'm pretty cheap. As a man, I don't need much. I'm cheap as fuck as it is. But can't say the same for women. Because eventually they be wanting gifts and trips and bags and shit. You gotta deliver, or you ain't gonna get no pussy. It is what it is, man. But yeah. Alright, so recently Kanye has lost his mind. He done lost his mind. I'm gonna show y'all the clip.
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. The Jew, I love everyone. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
Yeah. My boy Kanye, I don't know what's wrong with Kanye, man. I don't know. It's like every time we hear of Kanye now, it's just nothing good. For the last 2 or 3 years, every time we've heard of Kanye, it's been nothing good. And it's sad. Like, I've been hopped off the Kanye train in terms of just supporting him. Like, as a, I don't know, just like as a person in general. Like, I've been stopped doing, like, when he was on that Trump shit, I've been stopped. But like when it comes to his music, he'll always be one of the, one of the most greatest artists of all time in my eyes. But him as a person, I feel like he's a dickhead. And I feel like when you reach that billionaire status, I feel like part of why he's acting the way he is just, I'm gonna say it. Well, I don't know. I want to say it's because he's a billionaire now. Like, I feel like when you're a billionaire, or just when you have that type of money, you can just do whatever the fuck you want. You can say shit like that, and kind of like suffer zero consequences. Cause like, you can't really, people be like, oh, he's canceled. The nigga is rich as hell. You could cancel the nigga. He can just go to another part of the world and live it up. Like, he is rich, billionaire type shit. He don't give a fuck about being canceled by some TikTok niggas. You know what I'm saying? But still, it's just like, why? Why do you need to wear a black mask and go on Alex Jones of all people? That nigga, that white dude is a fucking nut. For those who don't have any context, that's the dude's show he was on. Kanye was on. Alex Jones is a fucking nut. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he was on the show. I don't know why he would say those things about Hitler and Nazis. It's just like, I feel like he tries so hard to stay, like, I don't want to say stay relevant, but he tries so hard to get our attention, and it's in the worst ways. It's like, hey y'all, I'm saying some real outlandish stupid shit. Like when he I don't know, I don't want to say this is just who he is, because it's showing that kind of it just is. A lot of people are saying he just has mental issues, he's off his meds. I don't think it's that. I think it's just he likes attention. This is my thing. He likes attention. I feel like we just give him too much attention. But he is who he is. He's Kanye West. He's got one of the more notable names in the world. So it's hard not to give him the attention he be seeking. Because it seems like we just gonna keep giving it to him. Like, he's doing all these crazy dumb shits and we just give him attention. But I don't know. It's just like, he don't really need it. I'm not even surprised what he be doing anymore. I'm just more so just disappointed. It's really just disappointing to see him become what he has and shit. But yeah, you can't take it away from his music. Like, he's one of the biggest examples of me separating the art from the artist. You got to, man. Him and some other artists, I gotta just separate the art from the artist, because the music is there, awesome music, but just the person who makes the music. And I realized that a lot of the, like, some of the greatest music, some of the best music be coming from some of the biggest shitbags, like some of the most terrible people. Like, a lot of terrible people be making some good ass music, for real. And the only examples I can think of right now is Kanye and R. Kelly. I'm trying to think of some more terrible people, because R. Kelly is a fucking terrible ass dude, but damn it, them songs are fucking classics. And I feel like he's another good example of separating artists from art, or art from artists, because that nigga's a weirdo, terrible person, but damn it, did he not go crazy in the studio. I know I sound fucked up for saying that. I shouldn't be fucked up for saying that. Why can't we separate R. Kelly from his music? Yes, that nigga's a creep, weirdo, we get that, but damn it, he made some classics. Stepping in the Name of Love is a fucking classic. I'm sorry. And a lot of people are on the side where it's like, nah, you can't listen to that no more, man. He peed on people, bro. He's a pedophile. Come on, you can't listen to that. And it's like, bruh, why can't we just listen to the music and not endorse this nigga? Now, let's be honest. There are some people who are like, nah, fuck, I like R. Kelly still. You niggas are weird. You niggas are weird. I ain't supporting R. Kelly in any way or fashion by me still listen to his songs. Don't get it twisted. I just like the music. I'm one of them people who I'm a professional music enjoyer. I enjoy music and music alone. I don't be supporting these niggas. I just like the music. I'm here for the vibes, literally. I ain't really trying to get into the, well, if you listen to their music, you're supporting. Yeah, it ain't that deep. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times we listen music from people we don't support. There's just a lot of times where somebody we don't like just so happens to make a really good song we like. and we just like that song. We don't like the person who made the song. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of times we have that. And I feel like another thing, it's so hard to live, especially for me who really loves music. It's so hard to live that, well, this person is fucked up, so I can't listen to their music. Because, damn it, it's a lot of people in my catalog who, damn, I could say that. And I would end up not being able to listen to some really good music that I really like. Like, for Kanye, for example, he's made some of my favorite albums of all time. If I was to be on that, I can't listen to this person anymore because they do terrible things. I would be missing out on those great songs that I really, really love and grew up on. And I feel like it's just too deep. It's just too deep. That's why I just had to just separate the art from the artist. Cause I don't want to miss out on a song just because the person's a fucking dick bag. Why I gotta miss out on those songs cause he ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? That ain't fair to me. You know what I'm saying? For real. Alright. Alright, next topic I want to talk about dudes being left undelivered. Now, I saw this TikTok.
Am I tweaking?
Alright, so it said when bro leaves you undelivered, like you're one of his hoes. Now I had saw 2 TikToks like that back to back, and it had me thinking, do niggas really be mad like that when they be left undelivered? Do people really care about that type of shit? I can see when it's like left on red, but it's like when you get left undelivered, do niggas really give a fuck? And it's crazy. It'd be grown ass men. It's grown ass men who really care about that shit. From other grown ass men. Like, bro, why do you give a fuck if I leave you undelivered? I feel like you as a man should be doing something in your life. Like, you as a man should not be sitting around on your phone looking if somebody still left you undelivered or not. Like that, I feel like, I'm not trying to be hyper masculine or homophobic. I feel like that's a woman trait. That shit women do. I feel like as a grown ass man, you should be doing something. Doing something with your hands other than scrolling on your phone. Go fix the roof. Go build some stairs. Go fix your oil. Go change your oil. Go drive around the fucking neighborhood. Go do something manly. Don't be on your phone. Oh, you left me undelivered. One of my homeboys left me undelivered. I'm so upset. Like I'm sorry. That's some bitch shit. I'm sorry. I know I sound toxic. I sound, I know I sound toxic, but that's really some bitch shit. That's really some shit the bitches are supposed to do. Why'd you leave me undelivered all day? Like, that's the type of shit I'm supposed to hear from a woman, not a grown-ass man. Y'all niggas are grown-ass men being upset you left undelivered. I mean, for me, that just shows me y'all don't have shit else to do with y'all time. Y'all ain't doing shit. You not busy enough. You not grinding hard enough. You not chasing the bag. If you the type of nigga, and this goes for women too, man or woman, if you type of nigga who be upset that you ain't getting a reply, go do something productive. Go better your life in some way. Go to the gym. Go bake some cookies or something. Go roll a blunt. Go do something. You should not be on your phone scrolling, waiting for a reply just from one stinking ass person. If you waiting on a reply all day from one ass, or just 2, or we're just waiting on a reply period, you're not doing anything good with your day. Go do something productive. That means you're a fucking bum and you're scrolling on your phone all day. Go do something with your life. God damn. Especially you grown ass men. Grown ass men. You left me undelivered. I wish. No, real shit. Real shit. I wish one of my homeboys would ever come to me and be upset that I left him undelivered. I would literally cuss him the fuck out. I'm like, nigga, I be busy all day. That's why I be chasing a bag. That's why, nigga. That's why I left you undelivered, nigga. I wish a nigga would try me. Be upset because I left him undelivered. Are you a bitch? Like, do you have a vagina? Where's your tampon sticking out? Are you not a grown ass man? That's what I would tell him. Are you not a grown ass man? Nah. Maybe I don't know. I'm trying not to be toxic. I'm trying not to be hyper masculine and shit. But come on, man. That's some lead that. Hey, as men, we gotta leave some shit for the bitches, and this is one of them. Stop being upset you left on delivered and read and shit. Leave some of the shit for the hoes, okay? Please. Please. It's bad enough they calling y'all sassy and shit. Y'all starting to want to be the bitches a little too much. Leave some shit for the hoes. Be men. You have to be men. I'm trying not to be hyper masculine. I'm really trying that. Alright. Next up, I want to talk about why is it. I saw a TikTok. I be referencing a lot of TikTok, y'all. I'm sorry. It was a TikTok. And I saw she was like, why are you as a man trying to be a bachelor after the age of 30? You should be wanting to start a family and shit. And I was so offended. Especially, I was so offended because I feel like I want to live that bachelor lifestyle. And I was so offended because why? Why do men have to throw away their bachelor lifestyle at 30 of all ages to want to raise a family? Now, I get it. It was maybe jokes. But nah, real shit, I felt like she was kind of for real. And the people in the comments, they was giving serious ass tones. Why? I feel like women just don't like to see men happy. That's my takeaway. That's my biggest takeaway. Women don't like to see men happy. They don't. It's proof. Why? Well, like, hypothetically speaking, if I am 30, living my best life, single, stress-free, no kids, no girlfriend, I feel like that's distraction-free, living my best life. Why should I all of a sudden throw that away and want to raise a family? That sounds fucking terrible. I'm probably at the peak of my life, probably got my own place. You tell me, oh yeah, I should just say, fuck this. I want to have a wife and kids. Ladies, this is just for people. Not everybody want that shit. Not everybody wants marriage. Not everybody wants a soulmate. Not everybody wants to be in love all the fucking time. Not everybody wants that shit. Especially not everybody wants a fucking kid or kids. Do you know how much kids fucking cost? Shit is already expensive today. Kids are fucking expensive. And y'all talking about some, oh yeah, at 30, you shouldn't be a bachelor. You should just go raise kids. Fuck that. I'm fucking hoes till I'm 60, nigga. I'm gonna be single. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Niggas always try to scare you with that, oh, you gonna die alone. If you don't settle down and find your wife and blah, 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 you're gonna die alone. Good. I will happily, look, I will always take dying alone peacefully than dying miserably. And I'm not saying that if I was to be married with kids that I would be dying miserably. I could probably live an amazing, peaceful, great life with a wife and kids. But we gotta be realistic. Chances are I probably won't. I'll probably die peacefully, single. I'll get a dog and some cats and shit. I'll be that type of old man. Got different dogs and shit with some human names. With my Netflix. It'll probably be touchscreen Netflix by then. Whatever. I don't know what that means. I'll be happily. Look, it'll be so futuristic. If we do make it to the future, I'll be a cool ass old man, single and alone. I won't fucking care. That shit don't faze me. Not everybody is scared for that shit. And I feel like when people talk about that shit, it's not always about being single down low. You can always have friends and family members and shit and other companions. People think if you don't be married, you're just gonna die alone. Like that's not always the case. People forget you can have like different friendships and relationships. But I don't know. But yeah, I mean I just thought that was crazy because like why that just sounds so crazy to me. Because it's especially to me because I like the idea of being a bachelor just because I feel like when you're a bachelor, you're on your own terms. When you're in a relationship, you're not on your own terms. You're on our terms. You're on both people's terms. And I don't want to live like that. I'd rather live on my terms. I want to do what I want, whenever I want, with whoever I want, and not be in trouble for doing that. can't do that when you have a girlfriend. And I'm gonna sound like a broken record on this podcast, because there's gonna be other topics that relate to this. And it's just like, yeah, man, I feel like right now, and maybe even in the future, the bachelor lifestyle is probably just the best for me. And when people hear that, they usually think I just want to fuck around and be a hoe. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. It's part of that. It's not the whole thing though, because what I've realized in life is having hoes is not fun. It's kind of not fun. People try to make it seem like it's fun. It's not. It's not fun. It's stressful and it's expensive. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm trying to be careful with my words. You know what I'm saying? Like, the bachelor lifestyle is not just about having hoes, because I feel like a lot of time I would want to be alone a lot of times and just be peaceful without having to text people. I just want to be single and happily single without having to talk to people. And I feel like there will be times where, yeah, I'll probably be entertaining some women, but most of the time I probably just want to be single to myself and keep trying to grow and accomplish goals and shit. And that's the type of shit where I see as a bachelor lifestyle. And I was like, damn, why as a man do I have to give that up at a certain age? Because it don't look right. Like, why can't I be a 30, 35-year-old, 40-year-old bachelor just being single, happily single, occasionally fucking some hoes and shit, and living my best life? Like, what's wrong with that? Why do I have to start a family at a certain age? That sounds fucking dumb. And I know there's a lot of people who think like that. Yeah, and it goes for men and women. It's a lot of people who think at a certain age you're supposed to be settling down. That sounds fucking stupid. You shouldn't put a settle down age on. I can see their logic. I can get it, because you do get a little older and your mentality changes. You're kind of like, damn, maybe I do want a wife. Maybe I do want a husband. Your mentality does change, so I can see why they call those the settle down ages. But at the same time, not everybody's built like that. You got a lot of people who are built for that type of lifestyle, and I feel like I am. I feel like I'm not. It's just so much bullshit when it comes to relationships, and that's just how I look at it. But I just like being single. I like being a bachelor. It's cool. It's fucking fire. And it's not like I got hoes, because I really don't. I don't have zero hoes, so. And I feel like it's gonna be like that, like, for the most part. I be calling myself. It's cool to call myself a bachelor, but I feel like people think, oh, because you call yourself a bachelor, you got hoes. Absolutely not. Zero hoes. Zero hoes. And that's cool. That's a good thing. Because having hoes, again, is expensive. Very, very expensive. Alright. This next topic I saw on TikTok, of course. And it's crazy because it happens a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Alright, so it says, me staring at the "you don't care about me, do you" text from the girl I call every night before bed. Basically, he getting one of them reassurance texts that women be doing. I don't want to generalize, but a lot of women do this shit where it's like, you don't even love me, do you? Or do you really care about me? Or it's all the same shit in different formats. Or do you really love me? You don't really love me. What do you even like about me? Do you even like me? You don't like me for real. You don't even like me for real. Girl, if you don't shut the fuck up. Basically, it's that reassurance shit, man. Women be loving that reassurance shit. And I don't want to make it a women thing. Again, I'm not trying to generalize, because not all women are like this, but yeah, man. I feel like most of the time it's coming from a woman who be wanting reassurance. Like, there are men out there who be wanting reassurance too. Let's be real. It's not as, I don't feel like it's as common as what women be wanting, but there are men out there who be like, you don't love me for real, do you? Type shit, you know what I'm saying? My thing is with that, I don't mind giving reassurance at all. I don't mind telling you, yes, I care for you. Yes, I love you. Yes, I don't mind. But my thing is, if I'm telling you that and my actions is confirming that, and you still asking me, that shit gets old. That shit gets old. Like, nigga, I'm literally telling you, yes, I care about you. Yes, I love you. And my actions are showing that I love you and care about you. And your ass still need me to reassure your ass every 3 days? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We not doing that. We not doing that. And I feel like this is count this as red flag number 1 for me. I don't know, maybe this is red flag, but I'm not about to give your ass reassurance every 5 fucking days, bro. Why? That shit gets old. You gotta understand from the other person's perspective. This shit gets repetitive. This shit gets old. It gets annoying. Damn. This motherfucker don't believe that I love them? Like, what more do I have? Like, you gotta understand from the other perspective. It's like, damn, what more do I have to do, nigga? I'm literally telling you every day I love you. I'm literally showing you. I'm texting you every hour. What more do you want from me? And some people be like, no, do you really love me? And are you sure you really love me? Bitch, you don't see me texting your ass every 30 minutes. You don't see me wanting to spend time with you all the time. Yes, I love you, dumbass. And some girls will still be like, are you sure? Do you really love me? It's the fucking worst, bro. It's the fucking worst. It's like, no, you know what? Actually, never mind. I don't love your ass. Because you piss me the fuck off. And that's what they be wanting to hear. See? I knew it. I knew it. You didn't love me. It's like, that's this shit they be wanting. They want their reaction. They want to piss you the fuck off. Because why do you want to keep pushing in the good? Are you sure? Are you sure you love me? Are you sure? Are you 100% sure? If somebody says yes once and their actions are showing it, believe them. I could see it if they just saying one thing and their actions ain't showing another thing. Meaning, yes, they saying they love you, but they ain't really showing it. They not wanting to see you. They not trying to talk to you. They don't really be happy to see you type shit. Okay, that's just them saying one thing and not meaning it. But if you're dealing with somebody, and this is for men and women, if you're dealing with somebody who literally shows you in every way possible that they care about you and want to be with you, and they tell you that, why do you need so much more reassurance, nigga? Are you a fucking child? It gets annoying, bro. I can't speak for everybody, but for me, that shit gets annoying. Because I feel like I'm one of them people who literally will show you with my actions. Because, you know, I'm one of them people who believe actions speak louder than words. So if my actions are backing up what I say, and you still need reassurance, what do you want from me, nigga? What more do you want from me? What, you want me to literally make a slideshow of me showing that I care about you? Like, what do you want, nigga? Even the slideshow wouldn't even be enough. I could make a whole PowerPoint and be like, this is why I like you. And she'll still be like, are you sure you like me? Are you sure? Like, it'll be 7 days later. Are you sure you like me? Do you really love me? I'm about to beat your ass. No, bro, that shit gets old, bro. Their reassurance shit gets old quick, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, believe, like, you gotta learn how to read patterns and reactions and read your person you're dealing with. Cause y'all be wanting reassurance, but don't be looking at the details. I feel like a lot of times y'all ain't be looking if they do care. Y'all just want to hear it. Y'all like hearing shit. Y'all don't want to look for the shit and believe what you're looking at. Y'all want to hear it. And I don't like them type of people. If you can't see what the person is doing for you, you're one of them people who just got to hear it all the time. This ain't gonna work. Especially for me, I can't do that. Because I don't have a problem with giving reassurance. It's the frequency in what I'm giving you. Like, it needs to be every 3 months and shit. Every time we talk, no. I don't know. Not every time we talk. Every other week. Every other month, really. Because it gets old. It gets like, damn, why do I have to keep reassuring you, nigga? It gets old. I'm sorry. I may sound fucked up, but I'm sorry. It gets old. I'm sorry. It's old. All right, my last topic. We want to talk about I want to get to the age where I wear cowboy hats and boots and shit, right? Cause I'm realizing that shit is kind of fly. That shit's fly. I like cowboy hats, and I'm starting to like cowboy boots. Now, right now, of course, I could start wearing that shit, cause you know who the fuck is stopping me, grown ass man. And at the same time, it's not really fly right now. I feel like it'll be flyer when I'm a little older, cause I feel like old people, they can get away with wearing whatever the fuck they want. I'm sure we all seen a couple old people who just got the most outlandish fit imaginable, but nobody ever judges them because they old. They done been on this earth enough years. They can just do whatever the fuck they want. I want to be that type of old dude who just be fly with the cowboy boots and the hat, walking into Walmart and shit, getting some, I don't know, muffins and shit with the cowboy hat and the boots the sweats or the jeans tucked in the boots. I'm gonna be fly as fuck. I'm gonna be that type of old ass dude with some Hennessy or some Crown with the cowboy boots doing my two-step in the corner. Yep, I can see it now. I'm gonna be a fly ass old dude. Real shit. I can see it now. Shit, I'm kind of already old now. A lot of people be saying I'm old. I be acting old. I do be acting old. I'm getting old, man. I be feeling my body and shit. Oh man, I'm getting old. I'm not getting old, but I am getting old. Cause I'm only 25. But at the same time, I'm 25. I'm like, it's so crazy. I'm 5 years from 30. 30's not old, but damn, I'm pushing 30, bro. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's insane. It's really insane. But I think this is a good way to end the podcast. If you've been listening, I really, really appreciate it for checking me out, listen to the podcast and all that. I appreciate all the support. Yeah, just make sure to stay tuned for the next episode. Till then, talk to y'all later next time. Peace.